Today's DLC is playing BattleTech once again, and today we are having our second round against Prussian Havoc here. So we're testing out the 15, the 20, and the 25mm beta, just to see how it goes. And he has picked us a mighty fine map. The cat has pushed my camera over. He has picked us the Moon Crater. I never play this map because, well, heat is very interesting. There is also no cover from memory on this map, so it's all bracing and stuff, so woo, it's gonna be exciting. I mean, we could step on some radiation. I think radiation gives you some stuff, but we are running, oh god, I've never run on these maps. We're running ourselves Kintaro as Sumo here, and we're gonna hopefully manage to use these weapons. Good thing we got Sumo in this baby, because we are gonna be cooking. We got ourselves a AL, we've got ourselves a Commando 1B. This was supposed to be some sort of sniper mech. I was not expecting this map, so this may be a little bit of a waste because I don't know how heat reliant this mech is. And then we've got Mockingbird over here for sense locking. So Mockingbird really is just going to be jumping and bracing quite a lot. Interesting that he's testing on this map with no cover, because you get no 75% on it. I'm gonna have to check out what this stuff is. What is this? So this is rubble. I wish rough terrain? I don't care about that. Can you tell me what this stuff is? So I have to be able to move into it to be able to tell what it is. Excellent. Well, this is all rough terrain. This is, so basically there's two types, right? Rough terrain and nuclear waste. Good. From videos that I've seen, most people come just straight over here, I'm guessing. What we're probably going to do is, how far can we jump here? It's not exactly exciting, is it? 65%, man, we're going to melt. I would say we could probably sit here for the first turn. I kind of want to get the Kintaro up and into it though, don't I? I think what we're going to do is we're going to ignore this, and we're probably going to go straight for down this way. I think we just go straight in as we can. So we'll get you over here. Who's this? It's Kintaro, and I think we'll stay together here as well. Ooh, heat's going to be a major issue. Of course, everybody braces at 25% unless they have the new bulwark. So it's going to be interesting as well. So we could shoot into 25%. It's not too shabby. I'm going to have to do some interesting work with this though. Thank God I didn't bring the Jenna that I was going to bring, because, you know, surprise map is surprise map. He does have the advantage of knowing what map he's picking. But I mean, he's not looking to kick my butt. He is looking to kick my butt, but he's not looking to do it in a mean way. He just wants to test out some of these maps, and I suppose the heat map's probably the best one as well. No cover, excellent heat. It's going to test the bulwark and the Sumo quite a lot. Also, evasion's going to be really important in this. We're going to have to keep moving to keep ourselves good to go here. Is this? Surely that's not water, right? Pretty sure that's not water. I will have a quick look at what irradiation gives you. I know it gives you heat from memory. It's been so long since I played the single player here. Okay, so he's taken that route. That's cool. We should maybe get a turn of getting across here with no real issues. Now this is where I think that sure footing should affect sprinting, right? Because I'm going to want to sprint across this. Alright, but I won't get any bonus from sure footing, which I find a little... And he brought an arc light, so he's gonna reserve into us here, which is cool. We'll reserve down, so we know that everyone's gonna act in phase 3 here. I should have checked out what this stuff does before I reserved, just give myself 2 more seconds. He should reserve. He's not likely to do anything here, not that it matters. Because he's got an arc light, he always gets to go first, and you can always reserve him. So if he does want to move this, he can, but unlikely to. It will kick me into being first anyway, So it doesn't matter so much if I was to reserve, if he was to go here. It's not a big issue. I can't double make him start. There he goes. Alright, let's check out what radiation does. What does this do for me? Let's see. Interferes with targeting systems, but adds heat. It's interesting that this rubbly stuff is not. These things provide cover, don't they? Man, I've not played this map. Okay. Well, we definitely know that we're probably going to kick the AL out, because that's what we want getting shot at here. This rubble's going to suck a little for us. I could... see, I can't even get out of vision. Wow. So actually, what we might do is we might get Mockingbird across with some full evasion here, and probably a brace. Up close and personal. I'm not excited about getting that close. Or am I? You know what, let's do it. We need to give up the left arm. The small laser. I don't really want to lose the small laser, but it's a thing. 50% damage reduction. What are we up against? 2 A's. Interesting. This is kind of okay for this map. For evasion, he could sensor lock this down a fair bit. He probably has got an apex somewhere back here. I'm probably going to leave Sumo till last and maybe sprint. And I'm going to have to push into this. I have to be the one pushing. I don't have nearly as much long range stuff as he does. 2 autocannons can reach fairly far. And the LRMs, 2 LRM-10s. Plus I don't know what else he's got back here. Ozone can bulwark. Mockingbird can bulwark. He's probably going to bulwark here, unless he wants to take some pot shots over here. I might have to start moving some of these guys. He's got vision now back here, which is a tad scary, so I think I want to keep Sumo alive. Sumo is definitely one that I want to keep going here. I mean... I think we do Sumo. I want to see what else this is, right? Please don't have a fire starter. He could have a fire starter. This is going to wreck me if he does. We don't know what's up here either. I think we twist in. From memory, actually, the Kintaro wants to twist the other way. Pretty sure on the left arm we have some stuff, whereas on the right arm we have only a medium laser. I hate this map. This is why I don't play this map. Alright, we're gonna go with Sumo first, I think. We'll see what this baby is. This is gonna be his light, probably. Fire starter. Oh my god. He's killing me here. This better not be a dual fire starter into some insanity. Oh, fire starter on this map? Dude. Apex in here, maybe? I don't know. I might have to just get physical here. I didn't exactly bring physical mechs. I don't have a hunchback. He's got a third medium. AC-20? That would fit. These are both 5s. AC-20 would be a 5 and this is a 4. So this could be a hunchback with an AC-20. I think I'm in the poop here. Just to put it nicely, I think I'm in the poop. A fire start, if I'd known it was this map, I mean, I was hoping to be able to just basically alpha with Sumo every turn. I don't think I'm going to get the chance for that. In fact, I think I am going to have a hard life here. Did he just reserve? Okay. He must have been running out of time to think. I didn't see what the clock was doing. I don't know. If he's got something long-rangey, he could quite possibly just sort of tank through. I might see if I can, depending on how much vision he's got, I might see if I can just shred this a little with some LRMs. And then maybe drop a large laser on. I gotta be cautious of this thing getting behind. Well, you're kind of okay, aren't you? What do you like? You're kind of okay too. And you're, from memory, pretty good. You, sir, are not, but you're a light, so there's not too much we can do about that. Egads, the moon map. This place. There's only a couple of maps I haven't played. There's this one, and I think there's one other. Canyon or something. I very rarely play that. In fact, I don't think I played it once. It's probably going to just run in and bulwark everything. I mean, he could take a shot over here, but 2 evasion. Could move up here and fire down. I still don't know what this is. Yeah, so I think we're just going to have a bit of a bulwark party in the middle, right? I think we just follow suit. I think we might just have to get physical in here. Do what we can. To try and get through this. He's got this that he could hop onto, which is a little annoying. I might take a shot with the large laser at this. He's still got this to move, and he's still got this to move. So we don't know what this is. If this backs up, it might be a treb. You can fit a treb in as well. I wouldn't be convinced about a treb on this map. Although, now without the bulwark spam, LRMs are not so bad. I would put a treb up here and direct fire down into this. This would be really nice. Depends how much he's played this map and how much he knows what he needs to do. It's kind of a cool little map. Just the heat kind of kills you. No cover. Not sure about this place. It's looking a little rusty. Somebody should... Ooh, ooh. Treb. There we go. I would keep the treb back. You could probably... Yeah. Can I de-vision here at all? This rubble doesn't give me anything. I think it's just telling me that I'm moving through radiation. Not even moving through radiation here. Oh, just this little bit counts as moving through it. Excellent. Well, we can do this. Yeah, we have a hard time shooting at this. He's picked the right pilot this time for the trap. This thing can now fire all of its medium lasers and the LRMs and not worry too much about the heat issues. We're going to have to be really worried about flamethrowers here though, especially on this map. I don't know how I'm going to quite cope with this thing burning me every turn. At least it's only 3 turns, but that's a lot of heat. I mean, we're talking... If everything hits... Is he going to try and double burn us? I mean, we're talking... What are we talking here? Ooh, you do not have... 25, okay. So he's going to probably go last with the fire starter. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. What is this? An arc light. So we can't... Well, we could actually fire that, couldn't we? I could probably obliterate this thing in a turn. He's going to do a lot, and I mean a lot of damage here. I could back it up. I could save the Kintaro, or I could eat all this, right? I mean, it's going to be so much damage, though. Rough terrain as well. I might have to activate this before we go over here. Yeah, the treb. Ooh. I think I'm going to have to... I think I'm going to have to brace with the Kintaro here. Yeah, this is way too much damage. We're going to brace with the Kintaro. I can't eat all that. Unfortunately. Can we get some sort of evasion going on as well? I just need to back away and not get shot to hell. I also really don't want to block people here, so let's have a look. So you can punch. Man, we're giving up back hits. Is that because you're blocking? Alright, you need to get out of here, buddy. There's no two ways. Can I give up? Man. That's probably, if I run there, it's probably back hits. I would probably have to rubble myself here. Again. Okay, I think we move on to this. We're going to take the rubble so that if we get punched... Actually, you know what? We're not going to put ourselves that far away. I kind of want to be close because I want to get on top of that guy next turn, right? So we're going to have to move him. We're going to have to bulwark again. Unfortunately. There's not much I can do about that. We're going to punch up on this guy, though. See what we can do against this. Probably be the AL, because he wants to eat a lot of damage. He has given up his shield arm as well. I really pray that I can punch from the front. I mean, he can punch me, so I'm hoping I can punch him there. Then maybe we can get some side shots with Mockingbird and the Vindy. We're going to have to be well aware of our heat. He does have to move something here. He's moved 2 already, so he's only got these, so we can do a fair bit of beating on this. He might shoot at the AL. Damn, that is so much damage. Ugh. So you're just going to continue to fire at this. 50% damage reduction is fine to fire into. Cool. I'm glad we kind of are eating all that. So we can punch you from the front, which is happy days. We need you to maybe start taking some damage over the poor old... Wow. CT hits for days, apparently. CT hits for days. I'd probably open up on this guy maybe. You could maybe get some front shots. We need to clear this really fast so that we can actually use our Flaming KTO instead of it being a just big old punch bag that it is at the moment. I could... So an LRM5 is what, 20 damage? Which is not worth over the... medium laser, but the PPC is probably within minimum range because Mockingbird does not have good tactics. So I might have to back up here to fire Mockingbird, and I'll fire into the front because we've got a fairly good chance of hitting the CT here. If we hit the CT with the PPC, he'll blow up. 20 damage or 25. I mean, it's going to get us close, which then means it's really risky to use your fire starter from the front anyway. I think he's going to have to look to maybe jump this out. I don't think you continue on this. Maybe you do. Looks like he is. We're going to have to rotate this. I would really like to save that arm. We're getting some... Okay, that's okay. Ooh, so much damage. So brutal. I could punch this guy. In the side's not great though. Probably rather a move here. 75s? It's not bad. See what we can do with Apex. So Apex can get a shot into the front from here. I'll take that. Actually, let's try Mockingbird. Let's try Apex first. Maybe I can get this guy with Apex, which would be great. Or we can get him into a state where we could maybe think about something different with this. We'll have a think. Alright, let's plow with this. Well, we're close. We are desperately close here. So. I'm pretty happy for this to happen, I think. And I think we fire in everything. I mean... we just need damage, right? How hot does that make us? Fairly hot, but you know what? Come on, baby. And there you have it. I think it's like 25% from the front, right? So now we're probably going to look for the trap. We're going to reserve in. Make it his start. He's only really got... he can abuse the Kintaro if he wants. It's 50% damage reduction. Everybody else is not. So I do wonder if he wants to start opening up on other people here. Now, he can fire in everything from the Treb again. And use Sumo's skill. I think he threw his fire starter in too early. I would have maybe have started up the battle, waited for people to start heating up, and then consider. I mean, he could probably knock us actually. Might have to go with Sumo again. Probably twist him so that we take damage on this side. This side. If he wants to knock, he probably has to go with the Treb here. I might even consider putting myself on the radiation field just to ease up on some of this damage on the Sumo. So he's going... okay, he's venting and he's gonna fire. And there's so much damage. How are we looking? I probably want to go on this. Get some evasion back up. Keep to the left here. We might get knocked if we go first though. Let's have a look. Could think about something like this. Into... I still want to fire on you, I think. Keep up the left arm. Fire in. Sumo. Holy shit. Okay. We could get on top of the ice. As well. Okay. I think we're going to cut across here. We're going to fire in. We'll let the AL maybe tank another round. I mean, even so, the Vindy can take damage as well. I'm pretty happy for most of my mechs here to take damage. We really want to get this guy down. There's a lot of damage coming out of him. He might consider firing on this again. The reason I didn't move this one first was because I want a turn of getting stability back. It's a shame he picked on the sumo Kintaro first. I would have loved to have used some heat there. Might actually use the sumo last, and we're gonna fire, I think. So gonna go for the Vindy. The Vindy's fine. My AL's not so happy though. What arm is that? That is left. So here we're gonna move Embrace. We're gonna just share the love a bit. Share the love, boys. Share that love. So now he has to fire on the Vindy. I just need all that stability back. I don't think I very rarely fire my weapons these days, which is hilarious. It's always going to be his start, unfortunately, so we have to consider that. I really would like to fire on this. It's going to be Apex next. I wonder if he's going to continue over here. Surely you fire on this now. Just try and burn off some armor here. Good thing about this new brace mechanic. Ooh, so he's I think he wants that arm. Okay, cool. So we go last with this. We kind of get our stability back there. Apex, buddy. Across you come. We're gonna just go all in on his Duderino, his trebuchet, as they say. Hopefully we can get some chunks out of him. Ooh, CT again. Man, I don't know what they're doing with the hit chances here, but CTs seem to be the thing. We're getting really lucky with some of our punches. I mean, it's crazy. Alright, so I need to rotate you correctly. I could put you in the ice as well, but stability issues might be a thing, especially against this lance. So we'll probably avoid the ice here. Do what we can to mitigate the treb, but I still want to fire on it. If I lose this arm, so be it. So be it indeed. We chill with this. Makes no difference. Alright, baby. And then next turn we'll be able to vent coolant and fire again. If there's anything left. Fire again. So brutal. So brutal. What do we got? We could actually maybe kill this if I can get Apex around here and firing into the side. Doesn't look like side shots, does it? Alright, we're gonna... No, we will reserve in. We'll definitely reserve in there. We'll probably open up with Sumo first because he's most likely to lose bits here. I would move to the front for the shooting with this guy. 2 lasers and an LRM. You got to move this first. This guy needs to move now because he needs the stability. There goes that arm. That's a real shame that we lost that, but there's not much we can do about it, right? So you got 2 evasion, right? Can we actually get on top of you? Not well. Now, do we actually even need to vent here? Okay, so we maybe do. I don't know if I really want to take the pilot hit. I think what we do here is we just move and we brace again. So we're going to back. Probably going to bulwark, which sucks. I still don't get to use this coolant venting. We just want to be out of punch range. And we probably want to just twist like this. This guy can shoot us in the side, but that's fine. get too much heat back. But now we can maybe use some of these guys. This guy's braced. This guy's braced, and it's just this. So he's starting to heat up pretty critically here. Meanwhile, we've got most of our heat. The Vindy probably wants to look to vent soon. We want to get these arms. If we can. We just want to get something out of these guys. Or we want to get this guy, right? I mean, this guy is millimeters from death. Oh, moly, I didn't want that arm anyway. Didn't want that arm anyway. Alright, so I think we... It's made it so I can't really get side shots. I think we move here. And we do what we can for this. I mean, we could move here, but then we're looking at probably getting punched again. But it would be nice to get a fair chunk done to this guy. What if we can move... Here's probably okay. We'll give up the back. He can punch us in the back if he wants. Actually, we might rotate like this a little. Just to try and save... the CT as much as we can. Fire on this guy, give him a large laser. Down he goes. I mean, we hit twice there, we hit over on the other side as well, so we're pretty good there. We might punch this guy and then look to just blast him. I am actually really liking the sure footing though. Kind of saves you from getting knocked quite a fair bit. So now he probably, what, fires on this. We punch this because we need the heat. We fire on it. At least it's all into that arm. And then, depending on what he does with this, we can fire again. The loss of this stuff though is pretty critical. Arm just, it's not the greatest arm to lose. You really want to lose this arm. Well, you don't want to lose any arms, right? Not off a KTO. Does make it harder to use. I mean, the fire starter kicked up butt at the start. I wonder if he's going to look for a turn to cool down here. I mean, I might start considering cooling down, or I might... You probably start to hammer as much damage as you can. You just ignore your heat issues. I would have gone forward. The reason I'd go forward is probably because next turn you're going to want to look to punch. Because you really don't have... Ouch, that's starting to hurt. Yeah, I would have gone forward because next turn you want to punch, right? He's probably going to look to punch us in that side, which will kill us. So we're going to have to do what we can here. So we're going to have to punch you in the shoulder. That's a good place to hit him. Real nice place to hit him. Get some of our heat back so we can look to fire again. Apex will probably keep you towards the back here. Just because we don't want you getting punched in the face. Apex, you're not doing a good job of saving yourself, are you? No, sir. I don't wanna. Okay, Apex. Okay, I could just go all in, right? Maybe we just go all in. He might kick us, but it's better than this guy getting kicked, I guess. Better than that guy getting kicked. That's good for us. We need that arm. We desperately need that arm. 5 structure. I might just fire again with Apex here. In the hopes that we get that arm off. And then I'm just going to allow her to get punched, I think. Because in reality, I would rather she gets punched over... yeah, I'm going to overheat too. I'd rather she gets punched over... this. If I was him, I would move up, punch this, this will die. It then also gets your arm around the other side. You definitely punch first with this. Oof, not into the back. You could have punched on the side. Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna punch him though. Shame. Although we're down a turn, aren't we? I think we reserve here and we try and get to... We try our best here to hope that this survives. He's gonna be really hot here. It makes no difference if we go now or later. I would have gone... okay, he probably couldn't go with everything. Which kind of maybe has doomed him here. So we're going to rotate punch this guy, I guess. Or... So we do... What do? We do 90 damage, right? Or we could do... we could do 110. If we just walk away from him. Just walk away, sir! He could shoot us in the back. 2 evasion though. He's definitely going to punch us. But this should be more damage here. Just need 1 laser to hit there. Buddy. Not the head. What did we hit him with the head for? With the small laser? Alright, so now, please tell me you can punch him in the side. Yes, you can. Do I punch him again? I think we do. We get all of our heat back here. We might as well save heat. Ugh. Dice rolls. Killer. Killer, killer. We might even punch with the KTO. Let's see what we can do here. How's he looking on... he's not unstable, is he? Ooh. I think we can get him into range to be punched over by the... So he punches us in that side. He can't quite kill us. I think he could shoot through that though. Can we have a check out of how much heat this does? Okay, it's not enough to overheat us. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna move like a crazy person. Right over here. So he could technically kill us through that if he fired everything, I think. But I reckon I can punch him over... can I? Or do I have to punch him? I don't think I do enough either way, right? So what do? We do 18? 32? That's probably enough, right? Probably just move this far. And I can't really rotate all that nicely. It's just a shame that I can't rotate. It's a shame that I lost so much off this guy. Hopefully that gets him unsteady enough that we can punch him with this guy onto the floor. Although I'm not convinced. I mean, we're going to do a really weak punch here. I can punch him in this side, which would be great. 25 stab. I'm hoping this is enough to push him on the floor. I mean, each one of these is supposed to be more animated. Yes. It's supposed to be, what, 10? 20? But with the new changes, I don't think it really represents that anymore. Right, so now hopefully we can blow some chunks out of this guy. We're just going to go straight in for the CT here. With everybody. And do what we can. He's really hot here. This has probably got to be a punch. I think I kept... No, I didn't keep myself out of range. There's the cat. Hello, cat. Oh. Camera down. Cat tail. Going around. Come here, sir. You're in my way. You're in my way. Alright, so you're up first. We just move you this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We've got to move you enough to get evasion, but not so much that we get screwed. Plus, rather... so he's going to punch us in the CT. If he gets up, I guess we'll have to take that. Cat. Cat. I can't do things when you're on top of me. There we go. So now it's just the... I think we maybe look to punch. Okay, we can't punch him. We definitely move on top of him though. Probably moved too close there. I wanted to use the PPC. Alright. Let's fire the LRMs. We'll give him some stability issues. He's not sure-footed on Ozone. Why is he not sure-footed? Well, the sensor impaired anyway, so we're good there. We have not been using a lot of sensor locking. At all. Sumo, buddy. So you want to punch from the front. He shouldn't be able to kill you. He's lost his LRM. We just want to get him into a state where we can punch him on the floor. So we'll reserve in. He's only really got one option here, and that's to maybe shoot us. He could shoot us in the side. I don't know what he wants to do here, but it's not looking super hopeful. If he couldn't have shot, if he couldn't punch me in the back, I might have seen if you could shoot. But he hadn't lost his arm by then. Ooh, yeah, he's going for that. Okay. Oh man, bad luck. Bad luck indeed for him. Alright, so you want to punch because we really, although we could just side scoot him a little. But we just really want to punch. Oh, okay, now we side scoot him. Into the side. Everything goes into this side, right? Can we back up? We can. All the damage for days. It should kill him pretty quick. Before we get at legs. Legs are a thing too. Don't forget about them legs. Sumo, how you doing, buddy? We could put you on top of this. So you come around. Can we protect that arm a little? Well, protect your torso anyway. You're not going to overheat? Awesome. Down he goes. Down he goes again.
Mission successful.
Alright, I still haven't got to use my cool shot. But I did like his thought pattern there of putting it in the treb. I think he brought his treb in a little too close too early. He also brought the fire starter in a little too early as well. It's really too early to put your fire starter in like that, especially against 3 melees. And I would have probably have looked to pull it back afterwards. It was his last turn. Yeah. But oh well, it's a good setup. And with that, we'll take a break. Tune in next time for more adventures of BattleTech. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button or leave me a comment on anything you want to see in the future.